welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be mood reading. So I've been thinking about what kind of video I should make, and I was like, you know what, I kind of just want to mood read my November TBR right now, and I'm just so excited about so many of them that I don't really want to do any like special videos. I just want to read and just feel it out. So this week we are just going to be mood reading. The first book that I'm starting with is The Magicians by Lev Crossman. The reason why I'm starting with this is because I already kind of started it. I was like 40 pages in and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna get out of the way. I already started on my Goodreads, so it's like on the list of books that I started. So I just kind of want to get out of the way and be like, it's over with. I am already actually 103 pages in and I'm really enjoying it so far. It's funny because this is actually rated like 3.83 stars, I think. No, it's rated 3.53 stars on Goodreads, which is so surprising to me because this became a TV series that I love. So maybe it's just because it has a TV series that makes this book a little bit more special to me, but I do really love reading about it. It's just so magical, and I just loved the TV series and I loved the characters. So even though they're described a little bit differently in this book, I just scratch it and just think about the characters of the TV show. But I'm really excited to read this, so let's get to some reading. But first, we are going to make a little snack, and I'm gonna make my favorite snack ever. I love charcuterie boards, so we're gonna make that with me, and I'll show you kind of what I like to put on my charcuterie boards. First things first, you have to have a cute charcuterie board, and so I have this one right here. I think I got this off Amazon, but correct me if I'm wrong. You can't correct me. You don't even know if I'm wrong. I got this off Amazon. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. All right, so for crackers, we're actually gonna be using these. They're crisp bread, gluten-free, Norwegian crisp bread. Said that twice. Crackers. It says it has sunflower seeds, oats, sesame, and black seeds combined in a crispy, crunchy, gluten-free crisp for maximum cracker satisfaction. So I am a gluten-free gal, and I've tried these before at Trader Joe's, and I honestly think they're really good. I love like the taste of multi-seed crackers. I think it's just so good. I'm like a healthy gal. My husband says I eat like a bird. I like bird food. So for cheese that we're gonna be using, I really like Trader Joe's cheese section. I think they have just such a great options for you. And this is just gonna be the English coastal cheddar cheese. This is a product of England. We love to eat food out of the country because our country likes to poison us. Now for meat, we're gonna be doing the Italian dry salami. Also, I just wanna put you on. I'm gonna put you on to this. Cranberry goat cheese. Amazing. So just a quick like little update, and also just like a general understanding of The Magicians. I know I kind of talked about it in my fall vlog, but since it's a completely different video, I can talk about it a little bit more. But it's essentially about a guy named Quentin Coldwater who lives in the ordinary world, and he's obsessed with this book called Fillory. And Fillory is like a magical book about these kids who escape into this world and come back, and this author is like writing about them. And it's a fictional book in his world, but he's still, you know, he's going off to college, and he's still like in love with Fillory. So essentially he stumbles upon this magical school called Breakbills, and he realizes that magic is real. He also goes through a journey, and he essentially finds out there's like a darker secret about Fillory. So that's kind of like the general preface. What's the right word? I don't really know. Something like that. But it's the general idea. Oh my gosh, my neighbor's looking at me. So right now I am a little over 100 pages in, and I am really enjoying it. I think because I have watched the TV show, it's easy for me to really see the characters. Like every single one of the characters I can just see so well, and I just love it because I love the TV show. But I do know that this was rated pretty poorly, so I wonder if people just don't really like it as much. But roughly right now I'm actually really enjoying it, so we'll see how it goes and what I like. Hey guys, so it's the next day and I am at my daughter's dance class, just waiting for her to get done with dance class, so it's time to read. So far I have read to page 126 and I'm actually really excited to get into reading. I worked last night and I was so busy and I was just so tired. By the time that I got home, I was like wanting to read more because I was really enjoying the book and where it was going, but I was so exhausted. I was like, I cannot read right now. So I ended up passing out and I was just thinking in my head, I was like, tomorrow I get like an hour and a half of just me time to read my book. So we picked up some coffee from Starbucks. I got the grande iced brown sugar oat milk cold brew. I also picked up a snacky snack and I got the double smoked bacon, egg, and cheddar sandwich. I'm actually gluten-free, so I shouldn't be eating this, but I'm super hungry and I want to take a bite. Oh, so good, so good. Let's get into it. Hey guys, so it's a little bit later in the day. I did film earlier this morning and that's the clip that you just saw. And I got a little bit of reading done this morning, but it's after church and I'm just laying on the couch. My husband just went out to get us some food and I'm reading some more of The Magicians and I'm on page 242. So I'm just about a little bit more than halfway done with it. And I just want to say, like, as much as I loved this TV show and I thought it was really good, I watched it a while back and this was before I was a believer. And honestly, reading this book is kind of hard because one, there was a scene where they kind of were talking down on one of the magicians who was a Christian, and so I kind of just skipped over that. Two, Quentin has some questionable thought process in regards to like reactions with women. And three, there's a lot of drinking and partying in this book and I'm just not about it. I am going to finish this book only because I'm kind of disregarding a lot of that just for the plot because we haven't even gotten to fillery yet. We're literally 242 pages in and this is a 402 page book and we haven't even gotten to fillery. I don't understand where it comes in. I'm trying to think back to the TV show and I feel like fillery was already a part of this storyline, at least where we're at in the book in the TV show. So I'm kind of just like kind of confused and I'm kind of annoyed. This book is kind of dragging on. It's good. It's good because I've watched the TV show and I'm imagining the characters, but it's bad because I don't really like the characters as much in the book than I do in the TV show, and the TV show is making this better, if that makes sense. And I don't think I've ever read a book where the book was worse than TV show, in my own opinion. But I'm gonna continue to read it nonetheless. I just want to get it through and just read it and see. Maybe it'll get better when we get to fillery, but who knows? So let's continue reading and see if it gets better. Hey guys, so it's been a few hours since the last clip. I went grocery shopping. I got my coffee, which is the grande pecan oat milk latte, French latte, something like that. So good, check it out. And also, they have like the Christmas cups coming out and I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Christmas Starbucks. I wish it was out now. I'm actually convincing my husband to put up the Christmas tree next weekend. So last night I did finish The Magicians. I know I didn't really film it. I was laying in bed, I'll cut it up. I really didn't want to film all of that. However, I do want to update you guys about it. The book just took like a whole nother a whole nother way. It was following the same street as a TV show, and then it went its own direction. I do not like Quentin in the book. I loved Quentin in the show. I do not like Quentin in the book, and it was a drag to get through. So with that being said, I'm rating it 2.75 stars. The only reason why it's so high is because of the TV show. Funny that I say it's so high because you're probably thinking 2.75 stars, Dorinda, that's not high. But honestly, the book deserves 2 stars. I just didn't like it. It was vulgar. It was raunchy. The main perspective is a male, and it was so hard to read his perspective because of the way that he was acting and the things that he was doing, and I just did not like it. That being said though, I know you guys saw me this morning pick The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna as my next book to read off my November TBR. I am now 56 pages in, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I like the 2 different perspectives of the 2 sisters and just even their own viewpoints on the war and how they're different. I'm very curious to see how this book goes. I know that this book is heart-wrenching, what a lot of people say at least, so I'm very nervous about that, but nonetheless, I'm really excited to read more about this. So we're gonna sit back, get all cozy, and read for a little bit. So I just want to say that this book so far is so good. I'm only on page 85, and right now it's gloomy outside, which honestly makes perfect weather for this book. Sorry if it's a little bit shaky. I'm on a cushion, not a cushion. I'm on an ottoman. You're on an ottoman. But this book is really good. Like, nonetheless, I actually really am enjoying this book, and it reminds me of like one of my favorite books I've ever read was when I was in middle school, and it was like Nazi Germany World War books. There was 2 of them, and I'll have to look them up and maybe put them on the screen if I can remember what they were. But this book is essentially about that same war, except it takes place with 2 sisters that live in France at that time, and it's just so good. Like, I am really enjoying it so far. I think that the writer is doing such a fantastic job at really having me be invested in these characters even in the beginning. Like, I have just met these characters and I'm already starting to be invested into their life. One of the characters is a mother, her name's Vivian, and it's kind of hard for me to read because the way that she is with her daughter is just reminding me of me and my daughter. And so I'm just thinking, like, I can't even imagine going through war and having to like protect my daughter through it. So when I read books, especially this book where her daughter is involved, I'm just imagining my daughter, and it just heart wrenches me in a completely different way than if I didn't have a daughter, I feel like. So I just wanted to update you guys a little bit about it because oh my gosh, it's very good. Hey guys, so it's been a couple days. It's been 2 days. Honestly, I've just been really busy and it's been gloomy, so it's been heavy reading weather, and I've just been enjoying my book. I'm currently, honestly, almost done. I'm currently at page 396 of The Nightingale, and I think this book is so good. I love this book. It made me cry last night when I was reading it, and so I'm kind of scared about finishing the book because I'm not even like towards, I'm towards the end in comparison to how big this book is, but I'm not even like at the last part, and I've already cried and it's already gotten really sad. So I'm really scared about that, but I really am enjoying this, and I'm so happy I picked it up. And it's been perfect weather. Like, it's been so gloomy and rainy and cold, and so I feel like that is this book. Gloomy, rainy, and cold. Even like the book. Look at the book. I don't know if you can tell. Book has watermarks on it, but I'm gonna read a little bit of this today and I'll update you guys later. Hopefully I can finish it soon and start another one of my November TBR books. Because I'm about to kill myself.
Why?
Because I just finished that book, and it's the saddest book I've ever read in my life. So I just finished reading The Nightingale. I'm gonna start crying thinking about it. It was it was so sad, but so good. People said it was a sad book, but I didn't realize it was this sad, and I wasn't prepared for it. So definitely keep that in mind if you ever want to read the book. But I think it's a 5-star book. And usually a 5-star book is like a book that is just so good because it's like, oh, this is amazing. But this book is 5-star, but it's heartbreaking. So last night I did finish The Nightingale, which if you saw my clip, it was very hard and very devastating and honestly broke my heart and kind of left me a little bit depressed. I'm very picky about what I want to start next because I feel like it just put me in this really like sad rut because that book was so real to me that what happened at that ending broke my heart. It literally broke my heart and shattered it into a million pieces. So I'm looking at my November TBR and I have Powerless, I have Iron Flame, I have The Daughter of the Moon Goddess, I have Elantris, and I have Echo in the Darkness. And all of them are fantasy. And I'm like, Jordan, why didn't you put a little easy cheesy romance on your November TBR as a nice palette cleanser? So I'm like looking at Ashley Pawson's A Novel Love Story and I'm thinking, should I read this? Give it a little try as a palette cleanser and make me a little bit happy because like I said, man oh man, I was not happy last night. And so I did start reading it. I got to page 22, chapter 3, but I was like, you know what, this video is literally all about me reading my November TBR, and so me reading something not on my November TBR kind of cancels out the point of this video. And I was kind of having the urge to read Powerless by Lauren Roberts. So I did pick this up and I started reading it a little bit. I only got to page 9, so chapter 2, which is Kai's point of view. And so far, like the beginning was interesting. Like you kind of just get to know Hayden's point of view. Like she's just like stealing stuff for this friend of hers. I honestly don't know her name. I just started the book. But basically living in this world where there's elites and she is an ordinary, which I'm sure you probably already know the premise of that. So I think I'm gonna give this a shot. But I am looking at the pages and this font is tiny. Start reading it for you guys. Me and my husband are gonna go get some breakfast, so maybe I'll take you along on that, but I'll update you guys a little bit later when I get more into this book and have a little bit more thoughts on it. So yeah, see you guys later.
We're going to breakfast. Just kidding. We're going to brunch.
I just want to say that two things. One is I kind of really like the banter. I've like heard really good things about the banter in this and like the tension between two of the characters, like the two that are like obviously the main couple, I should say. And I'm only saying that because it's dual perspective, okay? But I feel like there is this like third wheel, not third wheel. There is this love triangle maybe potentially that could happen. Kind of giving Dorian and Kale from Thorn and Glass. So yeah, but I do love the banter. I love the little like, I hate you, but I love you banter that's going on right now. I just want to share. I'm standing up for this because I'm standing up because I just found a quote that I want to underline and I didn't think I was going to be quoting this book and using tabs. I didn't think I was going to be using them. But I want to share that listening to this playlist while reading this book makes this book 10 times better. 10 times better. Highly recommend. Let me grab those tabs. Obviously we got to use the purple one. To go to work and this is my last day. This is Friday and I did start this video on Friday, so this is my last day of this video, so I'm ending this video right now. But I do want to just update you guys. I did get to page 202, chapter 24, and honestly it's getting really good. It's getting really good. Like I said before in the last clip, the music helps so much with building the scene and building the feelings behind what's going on, and I do really like it. I actually am really enjoying it so far and I'm really excited to keep on reading. reading. I do have a lot of ways to go, so hopefully I finish this soon because I do want to start more of my November TBR. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far, and I hope you guys did enjoy watching me read my November TBR this week. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you liked this video, if you like vlogs. I'm probably going to continue to do them because I just really enjoy vlogging while I read. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.